I wanted to use the word ridiculous about this whole saga is actually the reason why that gentleman was arrested. It is getting to a point where the police are becoming a law unto themselves. And this is not the first time that they have arrested people for alleged offenses that do not exist in law. Because he's not the only one. He was, Albert was arrested. There was Kelvin Moinde, who was also arrested, held, I think, in Kamkunji. And when you're asking, why are you arresting them? You are told that he's just said something to tarnish the image. I mean, if anything, that is a civil offense. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's defamation. And you know, when you that's why I'm saying that when you listen to the reason why the police service had to send several police officers all the way to Homa Bay to arrest this person, you ask yourself, would I have gotten the same treatment if I had complained? For example, I had gone to a police station and complained. Would the police office have acted in the manner in which they acted? So they acted like this because the person who made this complaint is the DIG of police, Mr. Lagat. Mr. Lagat knows, and if he does not know that that is not an offense in law, then he ought not to be in that office. So there is something called command responsibility. Mm-hmm. And when you are looking at a crime, and this is murder most foul that has been committed in a police station. So when we are looking at a police station and we are seeing that police station becoming a crime scene, it is not just those officers who are involved. It is actually the person who made the complaint, who is also an accessory to that crime. And so the DIG of police must also take command responsibility and step down from office as these investigations are being done. That is the only thing that then would tell us that we are having serious investigations in this issue. And I hear what Commissioner here is saying, former Commissioner of IPOA is saying. But for me, I took great exception to having the chair of IPOA standing in that press conference, knowing the circumstances that the complaint that led to the arrest of this person was actually made by DIG Lagat. And DIG Lagat is there, yet he is a person of interest in these investigations. And ultimately, if you look at, and this is something that the courts have dealt with, and IPOA former IPOA commissioner will tell you that these are things that we've been dealing with, the question of command responsibility. And it has gone to court, and the courts have upheld it. And so we need to deal with this situation with the seriousness it deserves. And the reason why I say this is this. When the police force, and I'm now using it force, loses public confidence as it is, and I'm not saying that there are so many officers that I've dealt with that are extremely professional, that do their work very well. And I've intervened in so many cases. We intervened in the case of Rose Njeri, who was arrested. And then you ask those officers in confidence, and they're telling you, you know, Mr. President, there's nothing we can do because we have orders to detain this person until Monday. So you look at it and you ask yourself, what has that person been accused of? Just creating a system that is sending emails to
for
submissions, and that purpose, and it's the purpose for which those submissions have been. You ask, I mean, surely, why are you doing this? So these continued cases of people being arrested for things that are not offenses within our whatever are affecting the confidence of the public. And a time will come when the police force would be unable to maintain law and order because they'll be seen by members of the public as enemies.